Hey YouTube, welcome back to WJ's World. Today's video, I'm going to go get some paint from local hardware store, the big box store. I have to take a couple runs to the store, so come on and ride with me. Let's do a little chatting. Well, in the past month, this month has been a real crappy month for me in particular. The snow has kind of hindered me a little bit when it comes to some of the things I want to do this month. But more so, I guess just my mind state has just been really funky this month. Just sitting around, not doing anything. I've kind of felt a little useless, I guess. I got a lot of ideas in my head, but I guess everything that's just happened has kind of just had me in a bit of a funk. So I'm trying to get my ideas up and rolling that I have that I need to do. I got a lot of stuff to do around the house, and I'm trying to use that to kind of get me up and rolling. So let's go ahead and go to the store. So in an effort to finally activate myself, I guess, I'm going to go ahead and paint my son's room. This year, his favorite color seems to be red, but I remember it being something different a couple years back. But so I went to go get some colors, and what are we going with? We're going to go with something borrowed. I'm going to go with this third one right here because I got an idea for what I want to do with his room. I've just been sitting for a little while, and I've kind of lost this whole month of January. I do have some things on the table, but I've just kind of just been lazy this entire month. Usually, you know, I'm on the go kind of hard, and I find myself just getting up and I'll sit for a second, and then next thing you know, I'm sleepy. And then I wake up, and then I take a little nap, and you know, it'll be like 30 minutes, nothing crazy. A 30-minute nap, and then I'm up, and then my mind is going, but my body is just, I don't know, it's just kind of in a funk right now, and I'm trying to break out of it. Mentally, I guess just me not having the truck has just been, I wouldn't say boring. Boring is not the word that I'm looking for, but it's just, I don't know, things have just been real stale lately. And I got a lot of ideas in my head that I want to do as far as content goes, but the truck was kind of like, or just me moving on a daily basis was kind of half my energy, I guess. So I just got to find something else to fill that void. That's why I'm going to go ahead and paint my son's room. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. So listen, I'm going to go ahead and take my camera in here, man. I don't even care. I got some tape here and some masking because I'll be spraying, not rolling. And I'm basically looking, I know I'm going to need a cut brush, like a 2-inch, no, not that small, something like this. Because I might end up, I'm thinking about doing the trim and doing a pure white trim with the color, but we'll see. For that something borrowed color, this is going to be one of these two. I'm going to go with a satin because I think that'll look pretty decent on the walls, especially with the trim. So that's the route I'm going to take. Even if you're not looking to buy a tool, as a tool nut, you just come in here just to say hi to the tools. Hey, how you doing? You look good. It's looking fantastic over there. That's nice too. I like that. Oh yeah, I had to stop over here for welding because I'm getting into stick welding. So I needed some rods to do some stick welding with. I think I'm gonna get this set right here, decently priced, and enough product for me to practice my stick welding. I got some projects that I got coming up that I want to try stick welding with. I do need some more gloves. This is a whole apron, but I seen Harbor Freight had a whole glove apron set for like 30 bucks, so I might go over there and get theirs. I got Harbor Freight gloves at home, and they work just fine for welding. These are only 12 bucks though, so nice price. As a tool nut, you got to come check out the tools, man. I don't know why, but this is my shopping. This is where I spend money. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start taking off his stickers off the wall. He's got a bunch of stickers that we had got him. Trucks and cars and dinosaurs and fishing type stuff. So not too much to clean up in here. The room is not too big, so it should take me about an hour to clean it up. Millie has to go get some shots today, so I got to take her to go do that. And by the time I get back, take the covers off the receptacles. I think I'm going to paint the trim first, and then I'll go ahead and start doing the walls. Alright, I pretty much got this side of the room ready to paint. What I'll do is I'll paint this side, let it dry. I'll probably paint 3 walls, and the 4th wall, which is behind me, I'll end up moving the bed over that way so I can get to this 4th wall. But my problem is I don't know if I'm going to cut the trim manually or use the sprayer to paint it. I really want to use the sprayer, but then I'd have to change colors, which is going to be downtime, but it'll be so much faster if I just spray the wall manually, and then when I do the wall, I can just spray over the trim, let it dry. While it's dry, and clean the machine, and it doesn't take long to dry. I'm talking like 15-20 minutes and it's dry. And then I'll use an edger to spray the wall. So I really want to spray the trim just because I don't feel like cutting, and but I'll see how it goes. All right, we got to take Millie to the vet to go get her shots, her, I think, flea and tick and all that good stuff. As soon as I get back, I'm gonna fill up the paint and we're gonna start spraying. Millie, say hey. Say hey, Millie. Gotta go to the vet. All right, we are back. Took care of Millie's business, and now it's time to start spraying this wall. Now, most people hate painting, and I get it. It can be a tiresome thing. But if you have the right tools and you do the right prep work, it actually can be very easy, very simple. So I will be painting the room. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm used to rolling and cutting. I can cut this freehand. I don't usually tape. The only reason why I'm taping things today is because I'm actually spraying. But other than that, I wouldn't even take this cover off if I wasn't spraying because I cut freehand. So I'm actually using the paint sprayer today, and that's the little tub that goes up in. When using a sprayer, some people would cut this by hand. You don't necessarily have to, and that's why I'm gonna spray the white first. So basically what you do, you can get these from Home Depot. They're like 68 cents a piece. It's a piece of cardboard, but you can literally just make these yourself. The only thing is it's really thin cardboard. But they have metal versions of this. They have metal versions of these too, which I'll probably end up getting. It's like $19.99 for a metal version of this. But when you're spraying, all you do is butt that up against there, and you see how clean that is? So you push the carpet down a little bit and spray it. Move it down, push the carpet down and spray it. Move it down, push the carpet down and spray it. That way I can spray all of this. I'm not worried about getting the white on the wall as of right now because I'm going to spray it. You basically can cut all the white, all the trim, and don't have to worry about the overspray because I'm going to spray the wall next. Now, if you weren't painting the wall and you're just doing a trim, of course you'd have to mask this off. But being that I'm not doing that, it's whatever. So I'm going to paint the wall anyway, and it's going to be a darker color than this white, so I'm not too worried about it. And you literally, when it comes to the doors, you literally can do the same thing. So you just butt it up. Of course you got to mask those off, but you basically I'll probably end up having to take that off. But still, you get the ins and outs of it. So basically you can just spray and be done with the trim in a really quick fashion. So I'm gonna finish prepping this up, get this thing ready to spray. I got my bucket, already cleaned the system out. It's a little bit tedious on the cleanup, but for the speed of the spray, it's well worth it. So that's the direction I'm gonna take. I do have some paint brushes just in case I gotta cut some of that intricate stuff like the door too. So here we go. You can see a slight difference. I just painted the trim, went around the door. There's some parts I'm gonna actually have to hit with the brush just because it's so close to the hinge, and I feel like taping it off. So I'm cleaning the gun right now. It takes about 10-15 minutes to clean the gun. It took me every bit of 5 minutes to spray the trim, which isn't bad at all. So I'm gonna cap that off, get ready for the next color and start painting the walls in a second. I'm waiting for this to dry because I wanted to cover up some of the dark spots. He had a stain right here that I tried to clean off and it wasn't coming off. So the white doesn't matter because the paint is thick, so it's just going to coat on top of it anyway. I can go over it with 2 coats and it's going to be satin when it's finished, so it's not going to have that high gloss that you see to it, that sheen, how you can see the window in the paint. It's not going to have that. So right now I'm just cleaning the gun. I got warm water in it right now. I got to turn it upside down, put it in the bucket, and let that water run through it a couple times, and then be ready for the next color. Now, honestly, I thought that color was going to be a little bit darker than that on the little sheet. It actually looked a little bit darker than that, but it's almost as blue like the tape. I mean, I would have liked it a little bit darker than that. It's actually, when you look at it on the can, you see they look like 2 different colors. But hopefully I put 2 coats up and it'll turn out the way that I see on the can, but we'll see. I got the first 2 walls done. I'm going to have to hold off for today because all the stuff here has to move over to that side with his bed and everything so I can get these other 2 walls. But that's what it's looking like right now. Now, I swear, with your eyes, this is looking like a Smurf. So my son just got home. This is not his favorite color, but I want to see his reaction when he comes in here and sees the room. What do you think?
I like it.
I gotta finish, but you like the color?
Yeah.
Well, cool. I'm gonna paint it all, so.
Oh.
You like it?
Yeah.
So I'll be finished with the rest of it tomorrow. I gotta move all your stuff over to finish it up. It's like the sky, almost like a Smurf.
After it's clouds.
Yeah, you might be able to put some clouds on the wall or something.
Can I paint the clouds?
Yeah, of course you can. That'd be cool. But I got something else coming for this wall, so I got another surprise for this wall. Yeah, I had to because I had to paint the wall. So I got something else coming.
Now it can look like the ocean.
Yeah, you're right. Now it can look like the ocean.
That wall can look like the sky, and that wall can look like
Yeah. Before I start on this back wall, I wanted to give a little painter secret to anybody that's thinking about painting their own walls. One of the tricks to getting a nice crisp edge around this area here is when you cut or when you edge, a lot of people think you hold the brush like this or to get a good edge. But actually what you should do is hold the brush like this. I'm going to dip it in some paint real quick. So when you're cutting and you hold the brush like that, you see I can get a straight line going straight down. So that will be your edge right there. So if you actually hold the brush like this, a lot of people, that's actually not the way. So you can get a straight line, but it's much harder to control that line when you do it that way. So when you fan it out, you actually can control your line a lot better. The faster you go, the more straight your line will be. It's kind of like if you use your hand to trace a straight line. If you go slower, the more wobbly the line will be, but the faster you go, the faster you can trace a straight line. And that's just a little painter's tip right there. All right, everything is done. Trim's painted nice and white. Everything's back in place. Room is completely finished. He likes the color. It did darken up a little bit. It's not as smurf as it was before, but looks really good. So thanks for coming along with me as I paint my son's room, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.